I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Okay, well, hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I just wanted to come and chit chat with you guys real quick regarding Wendy Williams, because I really feel like her situation is just crazy. All right, it's just so crazy. Like, we talked about it, I think it was last year, maybe it could have been in 2023, where the documentary dropped over on Lifetime. And, her whole situation was just very peculiar. And then we went on and we talked about more of it last year. I did my breakdown on Wendy Williams and the guardianships and all of that. And I really think that it sucks so much. Like, the reason why I'm really drawn to her situation is, of course, Wendy is rich and stuff. But I'm like, this could happen to anybody when they get older. Right? When you get up in age and somebody see that y'all probably been saving up money, all that money you had saved up, probably became a millionaire, whatever it is. And they could just try and come and take over you and take control of you. Your kids won't know where you at. And I just don't think that it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I just feel like what's happening to Wendy can happen to anybody, all right? Wendy has this guardianship that is in place, and it has been a struggle for her. She has been trying to do the best that she can with keeping her story right in the front of the media, where we're in constant conversation of it, trying to put as much of a spotlight on it as possible, because as you shine that spotlight on them, then it's going to shine on everybody, okay? As you shine it on her and her situation, it's going to have to shine on the judge. It's going to have to shine on the attorney, Sabrina Marisi or whatnot. The judge is Lisa Sokoloff, I believe is her name. So anywho, the other day we came to y'all with a story about, or at least I came to y'all about a story regarding Wendy Williams, right? And with that story, I didn't have all of the intricate details, and I got a chance to listen to her talk about it on the Breakfast Club with this woman that assists with some type of program or center that she's a part of. So basically what ended up happening was they pretty much broke Wendy up out of the coterie. And that is the location that they have Wendy housed, on the 5th floor, with a lot of people that may have like mental issues or memory loss or whatever, what they're trying to say about Wendy. Now, keep in mind, her attorney feels like she's incapacitated and she can't take care of her own things, right? So, anywho, Wendy is over there at the coterie. So they come up with this plan to, I think they like called the police or whatever. The police get there, and Wendy wanted to have like an independent exam done where she can get some tests and things taken care of on her to confirm that she is not incapacitated. So, of course, the facility has their own workers that they could run tests with or whatever the case is. And Wendy was like, no, I want my own. Give me my own. So Wendy gets her own. And, of course, the police escort her out, which is why y'all saw the fire trucks and all of that. So they did a whole scene. But thank God that woman was with Wendy, and she was able to encourage Wendy to get an independent test ran on her, a competency test ran on her. And so that's what Wendy did. She was able to go to the hospital. They asked her about like 10 different questions or whatever. And she passed that test with flying colors to show that she does not have anything wrong with, her memory or whatnot. And I just listened to her in interviews, and it sounds like she's just been improving more and more and more to show people like, I do not have an issue with my memory. I don't have none of that stuff these people are talking about. And I also feel like even if she did have it, why is that of y'all concern? Like, I just feel like those people are not to be trusted. Yes, Wendy may have come out and she tried to say that her son contributed to different things as far as her accounts and stuff. But honestly, y'all, in my opinion, I just felt like that's not no different than what a lot of these rich kids do with their parents' account that their parents give them access to. They're going to be running up daddy's check or whatever the case is, right? So it's just really sketchy about it. And the way Wendy was talking about it, it gave off that Wendy did not know this information for fact, but she's merely speaking on what Wells Fargo would tell her, because keeping in mind from what I've read and stuff, they didn't even let Wendy get access to her account. So she couldn't even see nothing. They didn't let her get access to her account. None of that. She ain't got no records. They shut everything down online. Like, she can't see anything. So how does she know for sure that the allegations y'all were putting out there about her son were factual, aside from what you guys are telling her? Y'all also told that lady that she ain't had no money, whereas her ex-husband saw the money in there, and her best friend saw money in her account. So what do you mean there's no money there? Had to be some money up in there if her son over there running amok, like y'all say. But anywho, Miss Wendy has been tied the hell down. And y'all know she's been out here talking to different people in the media. And the judge has come out, and the judge says that she got a problem with that. The judge is like, she need to stop talking, because whatever she doing, if she want a jury trial, then she over here taking the jury now, because she over here doing all this talking in the media, and that's pretty much swaying them already. So basically, the judge wants to silence Wendy. She's questioning the freedom that she's already given Wendy, talking about we're going to let Wendy deal with the independence that she can handle. And I'm starting to question how she's handling the independence we've already given her. And I'm like, you bitch is giving prisoner. So when Wendy says that she's being held in a luxury prison, I believe that. Like, that's what it's giving. And for the judge to give the response and the reaction that she gave, it's like, yeah, girl, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. It is giving luxury prison. This woman is y'all prisoner. And in my opinion, y'all are using up that lady money. That's how guardianships go. You guys are getting paid out of her account to manage her stuff for her. And anything that you order on her behalf is likely being overcharged too. Y'all, every service that y'all probably doing for this woman, y'all overcharging her. And let me tell y'all something. In my personal, I feel like they are running amok in Wendy's accounts. And that's why it's going to be a problem to get Wendy out of this guardianship. Because they either going to have to put all the money back or something. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to be exposed. But I feel like if Wendy gets out this guardianship and she looks into her accounts and stuff, and she sees that this money has been gone, somebody getting sued. Somebody getting fired. Somebody is getting sued, and I don't see them letting Wendy out until they cover all of their tracks. But that's just my personal. Now, the judge was over there sending out emails and stuff and sharing her thoughts about Wendy going to the public, running her mouth and everything. And she was talking about how she's thinking about putting her in a more restrictive facility to where she can't even do anything else. It's like, girl, she barely could do SHI 9. So now you want to sit up there and make it even worse, where she can have absolutely no visitors. When you're locked away, that can do a lot on your mental. When you have not much human interaction at all, you can't talk to your loved ones and stuff. Like, it's like they want her to wither away in a sense. Because it seems like when Wendy's not around them, she does pretty well. Like when she's with her family and stuff like that. But if she going to the facility, like, I don't know. I just feel like some of the milk ain't clean and they out there playing on Wendy's top. But her attorney did respond to the judge, telling her that she think it would be wrong to move Wendy to a more restrictive location. Because the place you got her now is already restrictive. Okay. And that's when the judge was like, she questions the independence or whatever that they've already given her and how she's been able to handle it. Like, it's just real weird. And y'all know Wendy's attorney has that lawsuit against AMC and a Lifetime. And Wendy thinks that a lot of what they're doing has something to do with that lawsuit as well. And because it doesn't make Sabrina look good. But honestly, Sabrina wasn't looking good as a guardian when we was watching the documentary. And we saw really, that's what they're talking about, really, because when we were watching the documentary, Wendy still had access to alcohol and everything. So that was a reflection on Sabrina. And now it's just getting crazy. It's just getting crazy because I just want them to free Wendy, child. Just let that lady go on about her business, get her back to her family, let her live her life. But it's getting crazy because every day we seeing a story about Wendy, right? So y'all know Wendy has been out there. She's been talking and vocal. Well, tell me why. And her niece has been helping her. Alex Feeney, I think is her name. Y'all tell me why they done sat up there and done filed kidnapping charges on Alex. The facility filed it. And if you ask me, I feel like, in my opinion, I think that Wendy's guardian had something to do with that. I think that she may have encouraged them to file kidnapping charges on Alex as a get back, and also as a way to show Wendy who's still in control. You know what I'm saying? We may make you think that you got a little bit of freedom, but you really don't, because we still run this SHI, just so you know. And what ended up happening was, so when Wendy went to the hospital, she was in a hospital. They were still running tests and stuff. She had to do the competency test or whatnot that she passed. And afterwards, they took Wendy back to her facility, right? Now, an attendant there gave Alex permission to take Wendy out to dinner or whatever. So they go out to dinner, and when they're gone, because honestly, Wendy can't go anywhere without an attendant. That's what Wendy was telling us earlier on. But after all this tea came out, then Sabrina Morisi wants to send a letter over there to the Breakfast Club, and she wants to say, oh, well, Wendy can go and come as she pleases. Like, yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, right. That's what y'all say. So when Wendy and the niece go out to eat or whatever, they get back to the facility and come to find out Alex has been charged with kidnapping Wendy. When y'all know the only way for her to even get out the building, an attendant has to let them in and let them out. It's maximum security over there. So y'all had to have known that she was taking her out to eat. And y'all were okay with it. But while they're out to eat, y'all over there pressing charges on the girl. Like, that has Sabrina Morisi in my personal written all over it. And it is just such a spooky situation, because I really feel like it can happen to anybody. And I do feel like, I think guardianships were set up in place for people to not be taken advantage of, but the people that are monitoring those individuals, the guardians that are monitoring, I feel like they the ones that's been taking advantage of people's coins and stuff, and taxing them and overcharging them and selling their properties and getting a portion of their money off of the properties that they fucking selling. So it's just a whole mess. And to know that they done sat up there and put charges on this girl for kidnapping is crazy. That right there is crazy. But again, it's a reminder to Wendy. If just like they threatened Wendy, if you don't stop talking, if you don't do this and that, you may not be able to go down there and see your dad for his birthday. You don't stop it. You want to keep talking? Okay, cool. I done put a statement out. You want to come back and do a video and talk about how you're scared and you're sad and this, that, and the other? Okay, cool. We about to go ahead and press these charges on your niece. Girl, it's just a messy situation, and it's too much going on. It is too much going on. But hopefully people continue to talk about it. Give it as much attention as they gave to Britney Spears to let this woman up out the guardianship. I do feel like at some point it's going to happen for Wendy to get out of that guardianship, because they are not going to want to be exposed in any capacity. But I also want to say this too. I feel like the judge should be removed from Wendy's case. I think that judge needs to be, I feel like she has been compromised. She's been compromised from the very beginning. Y'all need to try and get that judge off that case and get y'all somebody else. I need y'all to get that judge that was over there working on the AMC case with Lisa. Not Lisa, that's the judge, but with Sabrina. Y'all need to get that judge, because when Sabrina tried to come up against Lifetime, the judge told her, she tried to stop the documentary from coming out like 2 days or something before it dropped. And the judge told her absolutely not, because that's affecting their freedom of speech, and they can do that. So no. Yeah, y'all need to go and find that man. Okay? And let me tell y'all another thing too. That's why I'm not believing that story when Wendy sat up there with TMZ and said, my son, he did some reckless things, whatever, girl. I feel like, yes, our kids can be knuckleheads, whatever the case is, especially brats that have parents that make a lot of money. Like, yeah, y'all really do have some brats or whatnot. However, what I will say is this. I feel like Wendy is speaking on what was told to her and not from what she know from like any records that were shown to her to be proven. And the fact that they would be so malicious as to file kidnapping charges on Alex is not any different than what they did to her son the first time when he was down there with her in Florida. They also told him if he did not bring his mother back to New York or wherever it was he was supposed to bring her, they were also going to be filing kidnapping charges on him. And that is why I feel like that is right up their alley. That's right up their alley to do something just like that. And I just, girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. So yeah, I wasn't fully believing that Wendy story. I know people want to be like, oh, he just like his mangy daddy and this, that, and the other. Listen, I can't fully get with that. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again for the ones that have not heard me and may have heard me. Wendy knew exactly what Kelvin Hunter was doing. She was okay with it until that baby came and the info was put out. Then she decided to get that divorce. People upset about this man wanting some of her money. Well, guess what? She agreed to it, and the judge granted the order for her to pay that man whatever spousal support or whatever money he's supposed to get. That's what she agreed to. And she also went on to say that she appreciated her attorney because as much as he may have wanted, he didn't get as much as he may have wanted, but whatever the amount was, she agreed to. So he's trying to get that money, but then he's also trying to expose Sabrina Morisi for the liar that she is by taking her ass to court because he is still waiting on the financial records of Wendy's account so that he can get his money. And she has yet to show those financial records, because had she showed those financial records, of course, it would benefit him to get his money, but then it also would benefit Wendy to show that there is some stuff going on over here that's not adding up, because her accounts started at this amount and then now you're showing this, so where the rest of her money at? So it would then expose Sabrina Morisi, and the fact that this lady still hasn't provided this man with the documents is crazy to me. I don't even know how a judge has allowed her to go this long to withhold discovery. It's been about 2 years since this lady has been holding on to discovery. Like, very disrespectful to the judicial system. And I just think that's crazy, you know. But I just wanted to come on here and get my little spiel just a little second. Talk about Wendy, how they trying to silence that lady, put her in another restrictive facility. I love that every single thing that they're doing is being exposed. And I do like the fact that she has people that got her back, like TMZ, like Breakfast Club, that get enough viewers, especially with TMZ showing stuff on television. Okay, I think they may have a larger audience than Breakfast Club, but you know, I appreciate the fact that she got people on her side to kind of like expose what the hell going on, because that's crazy. Because I do feel like, hey, it's Wendy today, but hell, it could be somebody else's parents tomorrow. Like, it's just, it's horrible. It's horrible. But I just wanted to come and run my mouth real quick. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, honey. I'm JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM and the ATL. They done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like Agents. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over.